Hey, this morning I want to help us to realize that there's a worldly and there is a godly contentment. People will find, well, I'm content because I've got everything in control, and I've got a good family, I've got a good job, I've got good health, and I've got good friends around me, and so forth and so forth. Now those things are wonderful, and that's great. But God has a different kind of contentment that can contain all those things, but much, much more than that. Paul talks about it, particularly about himself, in Philippians chapter 4 from verses 11 to 13. He says, I learnt the secret of a godly contentment. And that is a secret regardless of whether I've got lack or whether I've got need. And he realises that God's going to be a provider. He's not going to miss out. But he's just content with his relationship with God, free from anxiety, free from fear, free from the things that would normally trouble him and just consume his life in a very downward spiral. Because he wrote that when he had need. But then he talks about that God meets all his needs. And it ends up with the verse 13, which we often quote just by itself. But it's based on learning the secret of contentment. Because then it says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who meets all my needs. I can do all things through Christ who just provides and just lavishes me with everything that I would ever need. And Jesus said, don't worry about the lilies. Don't worry about, look at those things that can consume you. And they don't even care about those because they learned the secret, because he cares for those things. How much more does he care for us? You know what? We can live today in a worldly, or we can live today with a spiritual, God-centered contentment. He's got it. God's got it in control. The enemy these things may be seen to rob us, but God will provide us over and over again of what was lacked and make it for our gain. He works all things out for good to those who love him. So I want to pray this prayer. Father, I pray right now that everyone learns the secret that Paul learned. That he can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. But it's on the basis of he learned the secret from Christ of godly contentment in lack and in plenty. Let this be a great joy for you. The secret, regardless of what we lack or whether we've got plenty. God bless you.